HACCP, or Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point, is a food safety management system that helps prevent food hazards before they happen. It identifies and controls biological, chemical, and physical risks throughout food production. By following HACCP's 7 key principles, including hazard analysis, monitoring, corrective actions, and proper record keeping, to ensure safe, high quality food for customers. Next, I will introduce our selected product, which is Ayamas Chicken Nuggets. Ayamas Chicken Nuggets are a frozen, breaded chicken product made with 65% chicken meat. They are a ready-to-cook convenience food that is widely available and popular in Malaysia. We selected this product. It is because it undergoes several processing steps, making it suitable for developing a hazard plan and identifying potential food safety hazards. The main ingredients include chicken meat, wheat flour, breadcrumbs, vegetable oil, and seasoning. Other ingredients such as soy protein, stabilizers, and thickeners are also added to improve the product's texture, flavor, and quality. In terms of intended use, ironized chicken nuggets are designed to be cooked thoroughly before consumption. The product should be stored frozen at minus 18 degrees Celsius to maintain its quality and safety. It is suitable for the general public but may not be suitable for individuals with wheat or soy allergies because it contains these allergens.
Okay, so next, I will explain the first part of frozen chicken nugget production process. The process begins with receiving raw material where all ingredients such as chicken, flour, seasoning, and other additives are inspected to ensure they meet quality and temperature requirement. After that, the ingredients are kept in cold storage under chill or frozen condition to maintain their freshness and prevent microbial growth. Before processing, the frozen chicken undergoes thawing under refrigerated condition to ensure safe and even defrosting. The chicken is then trimmed and prepared by removing excess skin, fat, and connective tissue to improve the quality of the final product. Next, the chicken is ground or minced into a uniform texture which help achieve a consistent nugget structure. The minced chicken is then mixed with seasoning and other ingredients such as spices, starch, binders to produce a homogeneous mixture with the desired flavor and texture. After mixing, the mixture is formed into nugget portions of a uniform in size and shape. The nuggets are then coated with batter, followed by breading, where the breadcrumbs are applied to create crispy outer. Okay, so now I will continue the remaining step of the production process. The breaded nuggets first undergo pre-frying, where they are partially fried. This step helps set the coating, improve texture, and reduce cooking time for consumers. After pre-frying, the nuggets are cooled to reduce their temperature before freezing, which help maintain the quality of the product. Nuggets are then subjected to individual quick freezing or IQF. This process repeatedly freezes each nugget individually, preserving its texture, flavor, and preventing them from sticking together. Next, the frozen nugget pass through a metal detector to identify and remove any metal contaminants, ensuring food safety and consumer protection. The nuggets are then packaged in food-grade packaging that protect them from contamination and freezer burn while extending their shelf life. And finally, the packaged nuggets are stored under frozen storage condition, typically negative 18 degrees Celsius or below, and distributed through a cold chain to maintain product quality and safety until they reach retailers and consumers.
Hazard analysis is a systematic process used by employer to identify if there is any possible harm in the workplace by identifying any threat like biological, chemical, and physical danger in the workplace by interviewing the workers and review the site. So, hazard analysis can be done part by part during receiving ingredient, storage, and during preparation and mixing. During receiving ingredient, employer can check the hazard analysis by determining if there is sensitive ingredient like sensitive biological agents such as salmonella, chemical hazard such as pesticide or antibiotic, and physical hazards such as glass, metal, and stone. For the supplier control, the employer need to check the source of ingredient and whether the supplier have the effective food safety program in place. For the specification, the ingredient at the packaging and the material are used as a foundation to ensure the safety. Next is storage. Employer need to ensure that the storage at the proper temperature that can prevent the microbe growth and store at the sanitary condition to prevent any contamination and keep all the record for time and temperature. Next is preparation and mixing. So, the employer need to ensure if there is any pathogen survival and growth through pH, water activity, and preservative that allow any survival and multiplication of the pathogen during processing. The employer need to consider if the project is subjected to the recontamination between processing and packaging by identify if there is any controllable step that will inhibit or destroy the pathogen in the processing step like cooking, heating, or anything. Lastly, the employer need to ensure if there is an equipment that can easily clean or not, and if there is any normal way that will introduce the physical hazard to the food.
Alright, so in this slide, I will explain the hazard analysis for the second half of the chicken nuggets production process. The processing steps include cooking, cooling, packaging, frozen storage, and also distribution. During cooking, the main biological hazard is the survival of harmful bacteria such as Salmonella, Campylobacter, and Listeria if the nuggets are not cooked thoroughly. During cooling, bacteria may grow if the products remains in the temperature danger zone for too long. During packaging, there is a risk of contamination from workers, equipments, or the surroundings environment, while frozen storage and distribution mainly involve temperature abuse, which can affect both food safety and also the food quality. To control these hazards, appropriate cooking temperatures, hygienic handling, food grade packaging, and continuous cold chain management must be maintained. Hazard analysis, we identified two critical control points. The first, CCP, is cooking because this is only stage where the harmful microorganisms can be effectively destroyed. The critical limit is an internal temperature of at least 75 degrees Celsius for 15 seconds. This is monitored using a calibrated food thermometer for every production batch. If the required temperature is not achieved, the nuggets must continue cooking or the batch should be rejected. The second, CCP, is frozen storage. The freezer temperature must be maintained at a minus 18 degrees Celsius or below to prevent microbial growth and maintain product quality. The temperature is monitored regularly, and if exceeds the limit, the products are transferred to another freezer and assessed before being released. These two steps are classified as critical control points because they have the greatest impact on the food safety. Cooking is critical because it eliminates harmful bacteria that may be present in the raw chicken. If this step fails, there is no later process that can remove these microorganisms. Frozen storage is also critical because maintaining the correct temperature prevents the growth of microorganisms and preserves the quality and also the shelf life of the nuggets until they reach the consumers. Therefore, controlling these two CCP is essential to produce safe, high quality chicken nuggets that meet HACCP requirements.
Now, I will explain the critical limits and monitoring procedures for the critical control points or CCPs in the HACCP plan for chicken nuggets. The first CCP is the cooking or frying process. This step is important because it eliminates harmful microorganisms such as Salmonella and Campylobacter. The critical limit is that the internal temperature of the chicken nuggets must reach at least 75 degrees Celsius for 15 seconds. To monitor this, the production staff use a calibrated food thermometer to measure the core temperature of every
every batch, and the readings are recorded for verification. The second CCP is metal detection. This controls physical hazards that may result for equipment wear or damage. Every packaged product is passed through a metal detector, and the detector is routinely checked to ensure it is working properly. The third CCP is frozen storage and distribution. Since chicken nuggets are sold as frozen products, they must be stored and transported at minus 18 degrees Celsius or below. This is monitored by checking and recording the temperatures of freezers and refrigerated delivery vehicles regularly. If any critical limit is not met, corrective actions must be taken immediately to ensure food safety. For the cooking process, the nuggets must continue to be cooked until the required internal temperature is achieved. If the product still doesn't meet the critical limit, the affected batch is held for evaluation or rejected if it is considered unsafe. For metal detection, the production line is stopped immediately. The affected products are isolated and the equipment is inspected before the products are rescreened. Any contaminated products are rejected. Finally, if the storage temperature rises above minus 18 degrees Celsius, the products are transferred to a properly functioning freezer and assessed for safety and quality. Products that have thawed or are no longer safe are discarded. In conclusion, effective monitoring together with timely corrective actions helps ensure that chicken nuggets remain safe, high quality, and compliant with HACCP requirements.
The verification and conclusion. Under MS 1480-2009 and MOH guidelines, effectiveness is confirmed through Principle 6, calibration of monitoring equipment, direct observation, microbiological testing and final product verification, internal audits, and annual HACCP plan reassessment. And lastly, verification by MOH auditors. For the records should be kept, the first one is the HACCP plan itself, including hazard analysis, CCP determination, and critical limits. Number two, SOP, also known as Standard Operating Procedures and Work Instructions for each process step. Number three, training records showing that staff are competent in their roles. For example, monitoring CCPs, taking corrective actions. And lastly, operational records. 1. CCP monitoring records, actual values and observations such as freezing time and internal cooking temperature. Number 2. Corrective action records, details of deviations, investigations, and so on. Number 3. Verification records, calibration logs, audit reports, microbiology test results. Number 4, modification records. Any changes to the HACCP plan, including the rationale and approval. What can we conclude for this HACCP plan? The goal of the HACCP plan for frozen chicken nuggets is to systematically detect, evaluate, and manage food safety risks at every stage of production, from the receipt of raw materials to packaging and distribution. By implementing structured verification procedures and maintaining comprehensive documentation and records, the plan ensures that critical control points are consistently managed to prevent hazards. This HACCP, this HACCP system not only complies with food safety regulations but also enhances product quality, consumer protection, and the competitiveness of the frozen chicken nugget operation.